Good evening, everyone. I'm Laura Domet, and I'm one of the career specialists for Great Oaks. My job is to connect sophomores and their families with our high school career programs, and tonight's Google Hangout is a chance to do just that. We have parents, teachers, and alumni here tonight to share their experiences at Great Oaks. Sometimes parents can have objections to students coming to a vocational school or career tech school because of how they perceive vocational education back in their day. So we want all of you to have a chance to learn more about what career tech education is like in the 21st century. At our 4 campuses, Diamond, Laurel, Live, and Scarlet Oaks, we have nearly 30 career programs where our students train with professionals from their field and take academic coursework to support their career paths. Our programs include everything from dental assisting and practical nursing to machining and welding. Students who graduate from Great Oaks have a chance to go into a job, into the military, or on to college. The students we have with us tonight are going to share what their life has been like after Great Oaks and how it helped prepare them for the future. And our parents are going to share how Great Oaks has helped their student get ready for their career and their life. Tonight is interactive, so we want our viewers to ask questions and learn more. Please feel free to post any questions you may have to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter using hashtag #GO_reallife, and we will do our best to answer them on air. So let's jump in and have everyone introduce themselves. Stephanie, why don't we start with you?
I'm Stephanie. I'm a 2015 graduate from the SPN program at Oaks. I currently am an LPN, which I received through the Oaks, and I got that this summer.
Brandon?
Hi, I'm Brandon Osborne. I am a career technical educator at Live Oaks with the Great Oaks. I teach the precision machining course, also known as the pre-engineering technology course.
Okay, Christy.
Hi, I'm Christy Downer, and I'm the parent of a current senior who's attending Live Oaks and the Heavy Equipment Machinery Operations program.
All right, Katrina.
Hi, I'm Katrina Snow. I am a 2012 graduate of Great Oaks, graduated from auto collision.
All right, Peg.
Hello, my name's Peg McVeigh. I teach math, currently pre-calc and statistics at Live Oaks, and this is my 27th year with the district.
All right, and Rhonda.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Clifton. I am a parent of 2 graduates from the Laurel Oaks campus, one in 2008 and one in 2011.
Great. Christy, why don't I start off with a question for you? Can you tell us a little bit about why your son chose Great Oaks?
My son's personality has always been very active. He's a very interested in being busy and helpful, but traditional school was always a struggle for him. When we learned about the Heavy Equipment Machinery Operations program, we discovered he could go to school and get the academic classes he needs, but also spend time learning about trucks, caterpillars, heavy equipment, career opportunities, and that totally changed his attitude about school and his future. He was excited for the first time to be at school because he could visualize a future and where he belonged, and it was the best decision we could have made for him.
That's great, thank you. And Rhonda, what about you? I understand that you've had 2 sons graduate from Great Oaks and that you're also an alumni.
That is correct. I graduated from the Executive Secretarial program in 1990. My oldest son is a graduate of the Agricultural Industrial Diesel Mechanics program at Laurel Oaks in 2008. My youngest son is a graduate of the Industrial Diesel Mechanics program at Laurel Oaks in 2011.
Okay, and the same question for our alumni. Stephanie, why Great Oaks?
I chose Great Oaks because I wanted to get a head start in my life, and I knew that by coming here it would start a career for me, and I would definitely just get a head start out of high school and have a good job out of high school.
Okay, during the introductions, you mentioned that you were in the SPN program. Could you tell us what that stands for and a little bit about that program?
SPN is Secondary Practical Nursing. It's a program that basically allows you to get your LPN license, which is a step below the RN. It's a very demanding program, but it's a very rewarding program at the same time.
Great, thank you. And Katrina is a recent graduate. Why did you choose Great Oaks?
I can agree with Stephanie on that. I chose Great Oaks so I could kickstart my career and really just hop right into a career field as soon as I could leave high school, you know. And I just really enjoyed that. And plus, it gives you the option that you can stay with that, or, you know, the academics is still there, the college prep classes, so you can still get ready to go into college to continue education.
Okay, great. Thanks. Also, for the two of you, I guess while we have you here, Katrina, I'll just go ahead and ask you. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing now.
Well, I work in a body shop. I paint the vehicles. I, you know, do the collision work. I pretty much use all of the skills that I learned at Live Oaks in the job that I'm doing now. So.
Okay, great. So is some of the equipment that you worked on at Great Oaks similar to the equipment you work on your job?
Oh, absolutely, for sure, without a doubt. Yeah, they have, and Live Oaks actually has sometimes even better equipment than what I have seen in a lot of shops. So they have some pretty state-of-the-art stuff, and it's pretty great.
Great, thank you so much. And Stephanie, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing now and how Great Oaks helped you get there?
I am currently working as an LPN at Mercy part-time, and I'm going to school full-time, and I just applied this fall for the LPN to RN program at UC, and if I am accepted into that, I'll start this summer, and I should be graduated as an RN by the spring of 2017.
Wow, and what age will you be then?
I'll be 19, 20 years old.
Wow.
Depending on the month.
That's pretty amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now let me jump back to our parents. Christy, I know you're a teacher. I know that you're a teacher in one of our affiliate schools. What can the impressions sometimes be about Great Oaks?
I think in general right now, perception among parents at schools is that everyone needs to get a college education and everyone needs to go more college, more college, more college. And the realization is not all students are necessarily suited to that. Once discussions began about other options, it just opened up so many more possibilities. And I'm trying to personally spread the word. There are so many jobs being unfilled because people don't have the skills, while there are kids working hard at college to get college degrees and then unable to get jobs that will pay their college loans. It just seems like there's an unbalance of post-high school development and what kind of career options kids have in front of them. And so I think the perception is that we need to remind everyone that not everyone needs to go to college. There are lots of other fantastic options, and that's what I loved about the Great Oaks schools.
So when you stepped foot on campus for the first time, what was your perception?
The first time, my perception was that all the staff and faculty there wanted to see kids succeed, both in the heavy equipment labs where they're driving equipment to the academic teachers who wanted to work with students to make sure that they could be successful academically as well.
Okay, thank you. So speaking of our teachers, I want to give our teachers a chance to talk a little bit about their experiences at Great Oaks. But before we do, remember, for our audience members, you can ask questions for our participants. Just post them on social media using hashtag #GO_reallife. So Brandon, tell us about your career program that you teach and what students move into when they leave Great Oaks.
Okay, I stated in my introduction, I teach the precision machining technology. It used to be called pre-engineering technology. My My course, it's a 2-year program offered to juniors and seniors. The first year provides skills for entry level into machine shops, metalworking occupations. The second year, the students further refine the first year skills into more of the advanced technologies of machining and tool and die making. After they complete my course, they can go into several different jobs out there. They can get into the automotive industry, the aerospace industry, the outdoor industry as far as that goes, medical. Most medical equipment is made on machines or in machine shops in that industry. They can take on roles such as being a machinist, tool and die makers, take on engineering roles without college, CAD/CAM design, CNC programming, mold makers, setup persons, machine repairmen, and as well as metallurgists. So,
Wow. So does your program offer certifications and benefits to your grads?
yes, it does. We have 2 certifications that we get our grads to complete, and one is the NIMS, and it's the National Institute of Metalworking Skills. They'll be certified in that, and then they'll also have a OSHA 10-hour safety certification card that they will acquire.
Okay, and Brandon, I also understand that all of your seniors are currently out on job placement right now. Can you tell us more about that part of your career program and how it directly benefits your students?
Yes, the job placement is something that the students can do in their senior year, and typically they go into a job shadowing in their junior year, and what that does is that allows them to go into the industry, work with a mentor, and also, and they don't do anything but kind of just watch how the machines work, how the the real life of being in a job works. And more than likely, if the student likes that job and the employer likes the student that's job shadowing, that's where they go into the placement job as well. But in their senior year, as long as they keep a B average and a 95 percentile, they can go in and take their academic classes in the morning, and then they'll skip my lab and go to work and make money. These pays start out anywhere from $10 to $15 an hour for an apprenticeship level position. But once they get graduated, then they can start working full time, and then the money will obviously go up. Most of their starting salaries go at $45,000 a year, and that's with no college education, no college degree. And right now in the machining industry, there are thousands and thousands of jobs out there that they're just demanding skilled machinists for, because all of our older generation are all retiring right now, and there's nobody there to take their place. So because everybody thinks they have to go to college, get this engineering degree to make all this money, well, it's not the case. The jobs are there. It's just we don't have the skilled laborers there to perform the job. So that's why it's very important to keep these programs going.
Wow, what a great opportunity, a starting salary of $45,000 a year, and employers just dying for people in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a lot of great opportunities for students out there.
Yes, yep, there's tons of them. The thing is everybody thinks that, oh, I got to go to college to get a degree to become an engineer. Well, in the aerospace industry, maybe 10% of the engineers that worked in the aerospace industry with me when I was there before I started teaching, they all got their engineering roles on the job knowledge. They never went to college and got a degree, and so it was all on the job knowledge, and then they became engineers. And this company had 500 employees, with 10% of them being engineers. So it just goes to show you that most of the jobs out there are for skilled laborers, not people with degrees. So.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Now I want to move on to Peg. Peg, you are one of our academic instructors at Great Oaks. Can you tell us about your part of the Students' Day?
Sure. Juniors typically come to their academics in the afternoon. Seniors come to their academics in the morning so that they can do the placement in the afternoon. Academics include the English, social studies, science, and math, and last about 45 to 50 minutes a bell.
Okay, great. A common question, Peg, that we get from parents and students are these real academic and classes, and will they count towards graduation?
Yes, these are absolutely real academic classes taught by certified teachers, and we must follow the same Ohio Department of Education standards as every other school in the state of Ohio.
Okay, Peg, and can you touch briefly on the college Credit Plus courses offered at Great Oaks?
I sure can. College Credit Plus are the dual credit classes where a student earns high school credit as well as college credit at the same time. So, for instance, in math, a student can earn 4 semester hours along with high school credit at the end of the year.
Okay, and then Peg, one more question while we have you here. What if a student is struggling academically when they come to Great Oaks?
We are used to students that both are academically excel and academically challenged, and so we love to help those students. We understand that our students are here for their lab, and we know that if we can apply it to their lab, that will help, but not all the time we can do that, so we're here to help before school, during lunch, after school, whenever they need it.
Okay, thank you. A quick reminder before we keep going that you can ask questions for any of our participants using the hashtag #GO_real-life and posting your questions to our social media sites such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, I want to take a couple minutes and talk to you a little about the application timeline and process. The applications are being accepted now. They're currently coming in, and the priority application deadline is February 8th. Students may apply after this deadline. However, for many of our programs that will quickly fill, the students that get their applications in prior to February 8th will have priority above the students who apply later. So the process is all done online. You can find a link from our website, greatoaks.com, and you can also go directly to the link, which is application.greatoaks.com, and you can access the application there. The student and parent will fill it out electronically online, select your programs, basic demographic information, and some open-ended questions. Once you click submit, your high school counselor at your home school is going to access the application, complete the application, and attach your transcripts from 9th grade through semester of 10th grade year at least. And once that happens, we'll be able to process and start accepting students into programs beginning on February 8th. So just remember, either go to greatoaks.com or go directly to application.greatoaks.com. Also, starting this week, we have open houses starting at each of our 4 campuses. And this Thursday, Diamond Oaks and Laurel Oaks, we will have our open house on January 28th, this Thursday, from 5 to 7 p.m. at our campuses. And then Live Oaks is going to have their open house on Monday, February 1st, from 5:30 to 7:30. And Scarlet Oaks will have theirs on February 4th from 5:30 to 7:30. So we hope that you can come check out our campuses, and we'll hopefully see some of you there. Okay, well, I want to jump back to our alumni. Ladies, tell me a little bit about what a typical day is like at Great Oaks. Stephanie, why don't we start with you?
A typical day at Great Oaks, my junior year, I would walk into the school, I'd go up to my career lab, and I'd be in there for 4 bells, and then I would go to lunch, and then I'd go to my academic classes after that. My senior year was a little bit different for me compared to the other career labs. I only had 2 academic classes in the morning, and then I'd go to lunch, and then after lunch, the rest of my time was spent in my career lab.
Okay, great. How about you, Katrina?
Walk into school and you go to your career lab, and it's really hands-on, so that was really neat to walk in there, and you're immediately like fixing dents, welding, or painting, and then after you go to lunch and you go to your typical academic classes, and that was for my junior year. My senior year was much different because I did my academic classes in the morning, and then right after I did all my academic classes, I would go directly to my job because I was on job placement.
Okay, thank you. And can you, while I have you here, can you, if you had any reservations to attend Great Oaks, did you have any concerns or hesitations about attending?
I didn't really have any problems going there because there was actually quite a few people from Milford that were also going to Live Oaks, and I was excited to go to like a new school and learn all new things, for the career that I was gonna interested in going into, and
Yeah.
I was really excited about it, so I didn't really have any problems going.
So, Stephanie, how about you? Did you have any reservations? I know sometimes it's hard to leave your friends and the comfort of your, what you know at your home school to, attend school on a different campus. Did you have any fears about making that decision to come to Great Oaks?
I did not, just because I knew that I was going to know people from my home school, and I knew that I could go back to my home school also and visit and still be involved there, just because that Oaks is still a part of you wanting to be involved with your home school no matter what. They even let you leave your lab or leave the school day early just to make sure you do get back in time to participate in an event at your school.
Okay. And I understand that you're now working in the field as a nurse?
Yes,
Like
I
so.
am.
Okay. Could you tell us a little bit about what you're doing now with your...
I'm working as an LPN at Mercy West Park. It's a nursing home, and I work on their long-term floor, so I have about 22 patients that I usually pass medications to. I change dressings, and just a lot of times it's just me talking to my residents. A lot of them have Alzheimer's and stuff, so I really enjoy my job, and I love what I do, and I'm glad that I got to go to the Oaks, and I'm glad I got to have them give me the experience that I needed for my job.
Great. Thank you so much. And Katrina, I understand you're also working in your field of the auto collision.
Yes, I am. I walk into work, and I'm actually really happy because I have a very desirable job in the industry, which is painting, because there's a lot of money to be made in that, and there's a lot of shops where you earn like six figures a year painting, and I'm really happy to be as young as I am and to be able to have the opportunity to make that much money. And I just walk in and I'm spraying cars, prepping them, just fixing cars that have been wrecked, a lot of insurance work and stuff.
So you and Stephanie both are making a pretty good living using the skills that you got from Great Oaks.
Absolutely.
Well, congratulations on that. All right, well, it looks like we have a question coming in from social media, so I'd like to take a minute and read this and answer the questions here. This is a question from Christian on Facebook, and he asks, can you mention more of your career programs? What are my options? Well, I guess I can talk a little bit about more to direct you to find a complete listing of all of our programs on our website. But we have programs we have 30 different programs that we offer. So greatoaks.com, you can find a comprehensive list. We have everything from, like these students were, everything from the health field, health technology, surgical technology, to welding, machining, auto mechanics, auto collision, veterinary assisting, equine, HVAC, early childhood education, just to name a few. So you can go to our website. You can also always call up one of your local campuses, and we'll send you out a hard copy of the catalog, and you can always stop by one of our campuses, hopefully during open house this week and next, and we can get you a copy of our catalog with a complete listing of programs. Okay, I'd like to ask a few questions of our moms here tonight. Let's start with you, Christy. How did you best support your student when he was making the decision to attend Great Oaks?
Really, I'm not sure I did much supporting. The schools did so much. Our host school provided transportation. Even though we lived far away, they did a great job of coordinating things with the Great Oaks to get him there. His attitude about getting there was pure excitement. He was so thrilled to be able to walk into his career lab and drive bobcats and bulldozers and learn how to weld and repair those machinery. It was hands-on, and for the first time he was excited about school. He made the comment that he felt like he belonged there, and the environment was one in which I could tell he wanted to be successful, and his attitude and motivation were everything towards his success as a student. So the schools did everything for him.
Well, great. Thank you. And how about you, Rhonda? How was the decision for your students to attend? How were you able to support that?
Like Christy, the schools did a lot of that support for us. The career technical instructors, the academic instructors, the counselors, they were always willing to help. And it makes a huge difference that your child is doing something they are truly interested in doing and taking a skill away from that. So the support was minimal.
Okay, great. Thanks. While I have you here, Rhonda, looking at your children now, what makes you proudest? What makes you proudest about their journey at Great Oaks?
The first thing I'm proud of is that they both took the opportunity to focus on their career programs, and as a result, their transition into industry went relatively seamless. They already have the skills necessary to do the jobs. They went in with a career passport that detailed all of the skills they obtained while they were at Great Oaks. They are both working in the industry now, and my youngest son recently accepted a job as a lead service technician at a company in London, Ohio, making more money than I do after 26 years in my profession.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm sure as a parent, that's a wonderful thing to see.
It is.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And then, Christy, how about you? What makes you the proudest about your student's journey at Great Oaks?
What makes me the proudest is watching my son be excited about what he's doing and take ownership for his work ethic and his drive. When he came home with his Bobcat certification, he was so excited, and I could just see the pride in himself was wonderful to see. And from there, I just watched him take more and more ownership of his future, and nothing can replace that. They're budding, growing individuals, and so many of the teachers have worked really hard alongside my son to help him be successful. And now, him taking the reins of his future, that's what every parent wants to see for their child.
Well, thank you. We have some more questions coming in through Twitter. I would like to read a question from Christine on Twitter, and she wants to know who can attend Great Oaks. Any student who resides in our school, in one of our 36 affiliate school districts, is eligible to attend. We have juniors and seniors that take advantage of our programs. All of our programs are 2-year programs, with the exception of our brand new program at Diamond Oaks, and it is called Sustainable Urban Agriculture, and that's open as a 1-year option program. But any student who is in our affiliate school districts, sophomores are currently applying, are eligible to attend. We're a public high school, so we are essentially a part of our 36 school districts. And for a complete listing of those affiliate schools, once again, please visit our website at greatoaks.com. Another question I have from Christine as well is, can you still participate in sports? The answer is yes. Students that come to us from their affiliate schools, they still stay active in sports. We have many students at our campus and all of our campuses that participate in soccer, football, they're cheerleaders, all types of after-school activities. So you're very much still a student of your home school. So for instance, if you're coming from Oak Hills, you can play football for Oak Hills, participate in activities there. Students can go to their proms, their homecomings, all their dances, just as though they still remain a student of their school. They're essentially just taking their courses at a Great Oaks campus to take advantage of the career training that we offer. Another question is from Laura on Twitter, And she asks, as a parent, how do today's vocational programs compare to the vocational schools you grew up with? Christy and Rhonda, I'd like to defer this question to you. I know, Rhonda, I understand you're a alumni of Great Oaks, but Christy, you could probably answer this question as well.
Actually, Rhonda can probably do a better job than that. I went to a primarily college prep high school myself and moved around so much that I didn't know much about vocational programs until my exposure to Great Oaks.
Okay. Rhonda?
I think a lot of the trade programs are about the same now as they were 25 years ago when I attended. Business programs have taken a different direction. They're more customized now, I believe, or that's how I feel. As far as the education, though, that the students are receiving, that's the same. I mean, it's progressed. We've integrated new technology into it so that the students are constantly learning what they need for today compared to 25 years ago, say when I was in school.
And Laura, can I add something here as well?
Yes, please do.
I've been with the district 27 years. So when I first started, the academics, in particular math, was math for automotive, math for horticulture. The state then changed it, so now we teach the same academics as you would get at your home school. In addition, the labs, while many of the auto is the same and the machining, the equipment has progressed along with the industry outside. So we have the latest, as Katrina was saying earlier, the latest equipment in auto. We have the latest machines in machining technology. So that is something that has changed, even though the programs may still have the same name or may still be for the same industry.
Thanks, Peg. That's a really good point coming from someone who has been in the district and in this industry for a few decades. So I'm glad you touched on that.
Thanks for pointing out the few decades point there.
I never would have guessed. So when you were graduating, and I'm going to take this back to our alumni. So Stephanie, when you were graduating, how did Great Oaks help prepare you for continuing your education and employment?
Great Oaks helped me with continuing my education and employment. My teacher helped me with my resume, and like was mentioned earlier, that at graduation we also received a career passport that had all of our certificates and achievements that we've accomplished at the Oaks, and they left a few empty spaces where we can fill in other things, and that really was really impressive to employers that I applied with, that I came in as a person fresh out of high school with all these certificates and stuff and just handed them right over, and I had it all put together, and it was just really impressive for them. And I think that if I wouldn't have come to the Oaks, I definitely wouldn't have had something like that put together.
Well, good for you. And what was the best part about being at Great Oaks for you, and what do you miss most now that you've graduated?
The best part about being at Great Oaks for me was definitely probably the people that I have met. I came from a small town, so coming here allowed me to meet so many more people from all over the county and develop lifelong friendships probably. I definitely do miss my teachers a lot. I come back and visit quite often actually, just because how supportive they were of us. Even when I come back and visit and I tell them about what's going on in my life, they just get so excited to hear how good I'm doing and how much I've accomplished in such a short period of time.
That's great. Thank you. And how about you, Katrina? What was the best part about being at Great Oaks for you, and what do you miss most now that you've graduated?
Well, I'd say the best part about being at the Great Oaks was, like Stephanie was saying, the variety of schools that are brought in. So you meet so many different, new people, the people that are in your career labs as well, just meeting people that are interested in the same thing as you are, I thought was pretty neat. And also, I actually went into Live Oaks with missing credits, and I thought it was really cool that they helped me work through that so that I could get those credits made up for the required amount of credits for graduating. And the teachers there, both academics and in the career lab, they're so hands-on, they're so willing to help you out. If you have any problems, any troubles at all. Like, they were so, they were gonna help you work through lunch or whatever if you had to stay after school, needed anything. But I'd say what I miss most is the teachers. And I mean, I miss school in general, just because it was fun going to Live Oaks, but I'm still relatively involved in it. I do the Skills USA competition. I judge for that at the Live Oaks, and I'm on the I do that, so that's pretty cool.
Great. Well, thank you. I have another question coming in through social media, this time from Twitter. A question from Marie, and she asks, how can a student or family come see the campus? Well, there's a couple different opportunities. Well, first off, the open houses that I mentioned, and you can check the website again. But as a reminder, this Thursday, January 28th, from 5 to 7, you can come visit Diamond Oaks and Laurel Oaks, and then Monday, February 1st, you can see Live Oaks, and February 4th is the Scarlet Oaks open house. So you can check our website. It's all on there, greatoaks.com. You can also call your local career specialist, the career specialist at Diamond, and there's one of me at each campus. So just give us a call, and you can find all of our contact on the website as well, and just give us a call, and we'd be happy to set you up for a visit. Okay, well, back to our questions. We only have one question left, and I'm going to ask the same question of each of you. So I'm just going to kind of go down the line. The last question for each participant is, how does Great Oaks prepare students for the future? Brandon?
I think the Great Oaks prepares students for the future by, giving them a skilled trade, giving them the knowledge to actually start their their adult lifehood out. Most of the kids who are 18 don't have the ability to pay for a car and start saving for a house and living the American dream, right? So the Great Oaks gives them that opportunity to start doing that at a very young age, rather than having to wait to go to college and then having the overwhelming thought of all the debt that they got to pay off and things like that. So.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Christy?
I would echo what Brandon said. These students graduate from Great Oaks with certification in their fields. I've been told that many times people who apply off the street for these jobs, the employers are forced to pay the fees for testing for environmental, the 10-hour, is it OSHA card, and
yes.
The fact that they graduate and they have this taken care of, I think, gives them kind of a leg up from someone who did not already have these programs completed successfully, and just the hands-on experience is huge. Not only did it help them get through high school with a goal and a dream and motivation, but they are ready to get started, and so many students are, instead of trying to take a year off and decide what they want to do, they're ready to become productive individuals, and that's good for society and good for them as individuals.
Thank you so much. Rhonda?
I think, like Brandon and Christy both said, we're teaching these students, or these students are getting a skill that they need to be employable in their chosen field, and it helps that Great Oaks is constantly updating technology and equipment so that the students have specialized education and the latest and greatest technology and equipment in their field.
Okay, great. Thanks. Katrina?
I would definitely say the Oaks helps prepare students for their future with the guidance with, like, for my lab, the guidance with tools, the tools that I'm going to use in this career field, and we get ICAR certifications, which is very, very desirable for body shops that are hiring. Seeing the ICAR certifications is like, it's a really great thing because it shows that I have that certified, to work with steel, the high-strength steel or structural refinishing, things like that, and also the placement option that you have on your senior year, it really gets you integrated into the working field, so you can really start working while you're still in school, and it helps you really prepare for being a full-time employee, and just gets you really started up, and you can make really good money in this field, and they definitely give you the education you need to be successful. That's what I think was how they prepare them.
Thank you, Katrina. Peg?
I think what's been said, opportunity, is what I keep hearing. Opportunity to either excel in your career field or to choose a different path, to start in your career and then go on to college if that's what you want. So I think our biggest bonus, I guess you could say, over traditional schools is the opportunity, the different pathways that our students can take to be successful.
Thank you. And Stephanie?
I think Great Oaks prepared me just to really find myself and find out what I really wanted to do for the rest of my life. Before the Oaks, I thought I wanted to be a nurse, but now that I've gone there, they really let me know that I did want to do that, and it provided me with a great opportunity with the people I met and getting a head start on life. Like, there's people that are 18 years old, excited about their new job that they're making, and then I'm just like, yeah, I'm a nurse, and I'm already saving up for a down payment on my house and trying to maybe get a car loan in the next couple years, and not many people that are 18 years old can say that they would be able to be doing that and also be going to school full time.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. So an extra big thanks to all of our participants tonight. Thanks for sharing your stories and helping others learn more about the opportunities at Great Oaks and the programs that we offer at our high school. Tonight's Hangout has been recorded, and you can watch it back again and again on social media or via our website at greatoaks.com/hangouts. Again, a reminder that we are currently accepting applications, and many of our career programs fill up fast, so you want to make sure to get those out, especially before the February 8th priority application deadline. You can apply online at application.greatoaks.com, and if you have any questions during the admissions process, please just email us directly at yourfuture@greatoaks.com. Once again, that's yourfuture@greatoaks.com. Also, please be sure to visit our social media sites and website, where you can read more about Great Oaks and what our students are doing every day. And just a reminder, we do have open houses this week, and thanks again for tuning in. Good night.